All right, guys, here we go. Fitness and sport, part number one, 3 rounds of 6 good mornings with a 1001, 1002 tempo, going down and coming back up with 25 to 30% of your back squat. And we've chatted about this some before, but make sure that you stay with that 25 to 30% because this movement's not a back squat. So that might sound light, but it's a very bent over position. And in order to focus that muscle, build that back, build the stability in your spine, you want to make sure you stay with an appropriate amount of intensity. Resting a minute to a minute and a half between rounds. Part two, the infill, the first thing you're going to do is 30 box jumps. Take you a 1 minute rest after that. So you should be able to sprint. Think like I'm going to sprint this infill, then I get a rest, then I'm going to start the bulk of this workout, which is 30 cals on a bike or a row, and then a 50-foot front rack dumbbell lunge, 20 cals, dumbbell lunge, 10 cals, dumbbell lunge, take you a minute rest after that, and then your kind of pseudo recovery exfil is going to be 40 cals, a little bit lighter at 60%. That's just about getting in a little bit of the volume, not as much about trying to press the intensity. Then your part three is going to be 4 rounds of 15 reverse hypers and 100-foot, sit down into it, glutes sit back, chest stays up, banded side steps. Power and iron up, part one, same thing, only 1 more round, so a little bit more volume, same intensity set up there. Part number two is 3 to 4 rounds of 8 and 8 staggered stance deadlift at 25 to 30% deadlift. And the same percentage here proves to be true as the back squat originally, which is you don't deadlift in a staggered stance position, right? So the weight is actually, it's a much higher percentage for that movement than the way it briefs, right? So get your good setup, lower your hips down, bring your hips right back up, get it as tall as you can without smacking yourself in the groin. And then you got a 70-foot lunge with dumbbells in the front rack position afterwards. So you can go 8 and 8, pull it up, dumbbell lunge it out. And this workout is so sneaky, it does not sound that difficult, but your legs is gonna be hot. 3 to 4 rounds of that, resting a minute to a minute and a half. I'm sorry, a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Then part three is 4 rounds, 8 seated dumbbell deadlifts, 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, right? Roll the spine, seated, bring it straight back up, chest against the thighs. Go over to the MHT Daily IG after this to get a look at that. And then 8 strict hanging leg raises, right? Very similar to Core Crusher setup that we had there, right? That's the same goal. On Core Crusher, you opened up and there was only 5. Here it's 8, it's a little bit more volume. So probably a little less strict. It's just about getting your reps in, keeping it moving. Then part 4 is lagging muscle. Part 5, mobility majors. The dumbbells, y'all. Part 1, 4 times as many reps as possible. Dumbbell RDLs, 2 seconds down, 2 seconds back up. So with that, put a slight crease in the knee. Imagine like you had a barbell on your back, only now you're holding dumbbells, going as low as you can, coming right back up through it. Part number 2, staggered stance, same setup, but now you're holding dumbbells, and front rack is the exact same. Then down here for part 3, you got 8 seated dumbbell deadlifts and 8 leg raises on the ground, resting 1 minute between rounds. Too easy. Hope you guys enjoy the workout. Hoo-yah, never quit.